Boo Boo! It's time to watch another animated movie!
I don't know, Yogi. Don't you think the ranger might find out that we're watching movies for free?
What does he know? After all, I'm smarter than the average bear.
And that's generally how it goes, yeah. So, yeah, just couldn't resist doing that little opening. Anyway, yeah, so these are my thoughts on Hey There, It's Yogi Bear. This is credited as the first animated movie based on a cartoon series. I mean, technically it should be that Arabian Nights movie starring Mr. Magoo, but yeah, at the same time, it's not like a direct continuation of the series. It's, I don't know, it's kind of complicated. By that logic, that Fleischer Gulliver's Travels movie was almost the first movie of that kind because, it almost started Popeye. But anyway, yeah, so let's see. The story of this movie is Yogi, after some shenanigans with trying to steal picnic baskets, and, the ranger stopping him and blah, blah, blah. There's some, let me see. He finds out that, there's a zoo that's, oh man, I forgot the exact details, but, basically he's trying to, tell the ranger that he's going to run away, or that he doesn't want to be at Jellystone anymore. So because of this, the ranger's on the phone at the moment, and he's trying to make a deal, or the zoo's calling him and asking for one of the bears, but yeah, when Yogi tells him that he's gonna leave Jellystone, he tells the zoo, hey, I got a bear for you, and, Yogi's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to remember the exact details of what leads to, the main storyline, but it basically results in, Yogi's girlfriend, I forget her name, but, she gets taken away to a zoo in another state, and then Yogi and Boo Boo go after her, and she winds up in the circus run by these two brothers. One of them's a straight up villain. The other's tries to be a good guy, but he's a pushover. And they have this pet dog who is obviously supposed to be some kind of inspiration for Muttley from Wacky Races, because he's got the wheezy laugh, I can't quite do it I forget who does the noise in Wacky Races, but I can't quite do that. Was it Mel Blanc? I know Mel Blanc voices several characters in this movie, but including one of the ringmasters or one of the circus owners. But anyway, Yogi and Boo Boo rescue the girl bear from the circus, and then they spend. It's kind of it kind of feels like it's supposed to be the main conflict of the movie, but then, after they save her, you don't see the circus guys again, so they spend the rest of the movie just kind of traveling the country, and then they kind of end up in New York, where, they're on a, building under construction, and they can't get down, and then the ranger comes in and rescues them, and yeah. It's kind of a hackneyed storyline. It's not there's no direct conflict or anything. I don't know. It's kind of entertaining, though. It's not it's definitely not what I'd call this masterpiece of animation or anything. I mean, it's Hanna-Freaking-Barbera. They're not known for their great animations. Pretty, uh, they're pretty, uh, they're pretty much the cut all corners type. And yeah, this was especially true in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, 50s too. Um, but yeah, it's, I guess the main charm with the movie is pretty much this. The main charm with the movie is pretty much the same charm as with the original cartoon, which is basically basically Yogi and Boo Boo themselves, and I guess the girl bear to a degree. Mostly Yogi. He's got like all the silly wisecracks, and he's not like this deep, complex cartoon character, but for the time this was made, he's entertaining, and yeah, he's still kind of entertaining today. And yeah, Boo Boo's still a likable sidekick character. I also think the romance between Yogi and the girl bear, it's kind of cute. Although there is the girl bear's musical number near the beginning, which is a little troubling. It does kind of come off as like borderline harassment. But yeah, after that, it's kind of cute how they like build up the romance between her and Yogi. Yogi's kind of in denial at first, but then he kind of decides, you know what? I actually kind of like her. Yeah. So, is there anything else to add? I mean, if you're a fan of the Yogi cartoon series, then yeah, you'll probably enjoy this movie. I'm sure it's a lot better than that live action movie with Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake voicing the two main bears. But yeah, that's pretty much the rule of thumb with like cartoon movie adaptations. Is the animated version is always better than the live action version, or at least almost always. I can't name any occasions where the cartoon version is worse. We'll just see how that Grinch movie turns out and see how it compares with the Jim Carrey movie. Honestly, the Jim Carrey movie can be kind of a guilty pleasure for me, but at the same time, I can kind of see why it's like really annoying for a lot of people. But yeah, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It's not like gonna be a favorite of mine, but I like it for what it is. So yeah, I guess 6 out of 10 would be appropriate enough. And yeah, by the way, I would like to add that some of these movies that I've reviewed in the past, I do kind of give like an off-the-cuff, off-the-cuff reaction, and I might rate them like higher or lower than my rating might end up being. So yeah, some of these vlogs, I might have changed my mind ever since I did them. So yeah, opinions shift over time, but yeah, I guess there's not much else to talk about. I mean, it's kind of surprising for a movie based on a cartoon, but thought I'd have a little more to say about Yogi. But honestly, I grew up watching some of the Yogi cartoons, but I didn't really I can't really say Yogi's one of those cartoons that was like a big part of my childhood. He's just a character that I knew about and enjoyed, but yeah, he didn't have like a huge impact on me like certain other cartoons. But yeah, if you're a Yogi fan, I think you might like this one. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. Mash it and smash it. Signing off.